Every school day she starts with an art class, and do you know why? It is because this is a way to get the creative juices flowing for our children, and through that they can do well in all the other lessons you're going to be teaching them. A lot of children don't want to go to school, they don't want to learn. So you need to make education fun for children in order for them to excel. And if you start every school day with an art class, this is a great way for making their imagination flow, and then they go on to do well in the mathematics or sciences, geography that you're going to teach them during the day, because art really is the basis of all education. You can find art in all the sectors of economy in ways that you cannot imagine. People who do very well are the people who find creative ways of solving problems. And where does that creativity start? It starts with the art. So it starts with children when they are young. A lot of our schools don't do art as standard, and this is what it should be standard in our schools. But a lot of schools don't do art as standard, which is really very wrong, because you are depriving our children from their fundamental right of being the creative human beings that we are. I go into schools in the Yorkshire area every now and again, and when I go into school, it's always the highlight of the children's term when it comes to the arts curriculum. And the way it happens is that I start off the day with a general assembly for the entire school, including the teachers. And in the assembly, I would start off with sometimes music or a little sketch. And the topic of the assembly is always based around things that the children already explore in schools. It could be things like heritage, it could be emotion, friendships, hopes and dreams, responsibility, or all of the environment, all of those things. And what I do is I use my art to illustrate the point. So I always create a special piece that I show the children as a way of illustrating the point that I'm trying to make, or illustrate the topic. I also bring some other works which also are centered around that same topic. And then what I do after the assembly, all the children go off into their different classes, and then I'm giving a specific class, and where I do a master class for those children based around that topic. And then in the afternoon, I do another master class for another class based around the same topic. And the way the master class happens, I don't teach children how to create art, because I give them free reign. The only thing that I give them is the structure that they can use to get their imaginations onto canvas in order to express what they want to express about that topic that we have covered. And that's all you need. The children come up with these wonderful things. We explore the responsibility of children towards adults, because we always talk about adults' responsibility towards children. And this particular topic made the children really think a lot about how they are responsible for the way they behave and the responsibility they have towards us adults. So these are some of the ways that you can bring art into your schools. You don't need to have special art programs, and you don't need specialized people to come into your schools to make art an integral part of your school. All the schools, all the teachers who are in charge of these children, they are able to deliver this program if you run it the way that I've explained. It's really very simple. And if it's done this way, you would find that it will revolutionize our education system. It will become more creative. It will help us to nurture kids who can then go out there knowing that they can use creative ways to solve challenging problems, and they can go on to become doctors or lawyers or engineers or pilots or whatever it is that you want them to become. But it all starts from art. If we do not make art an integral part of our education system, we are robbing our children of their fundamental right. What do you think?